What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new show here on the Dorm Debate YouTube channel. We don't have an official name for it, but it's going to be basically Jonathan over here doing some breakdown, some analysis of his favorite games from the past week. We're going into the playoffs, so it's going to be a lot of the playoff games we're going to be breaking down, but this is kind of a little pilot episode for Jonathan. So Jonathan, let's start with your credentials. You know, you've played in the game for a long time. You were in the game for a long time, and you played at a pretty high level. Granted, it was just high school, but it's Texas high school football, which is on a whole nother level than any other in any state.
Yep. Yeah, that's a big deal. And thanks for the introduction. So yeah, I played football since I was in fifth grade. So from fifth grade to my senior year of high school, I played football. So I really understand the game well. Most of my career was on the defensive side. So I was cornerback, freshman through junior year in high school. Then my senior year of high school, I was a starting running back. So that was a unique role. So I was a starting running back and starting cornerback my senior year of high school. So I know both sides of the ball. Our head coach was really offensive minded. So he always taught us a lot of concepts, and I really understood them my senior year. It just clicked easily for me. From a defensive side, as a cornerback, I know a lot of coverages. I know the responsibilities a cornerback and the safety you're supposed to have. My twin brother actually was starting safety, so I would yell at him if you messed up on a coverage, right? He'd yell at me, So I know both sides of the ball. And then I, as a running back, know if a lineman screws up, right? Because I get knocked out. And so I know how to read defensive lines and offensive lines as well. So I just want to share my insights on my favorite games, like Jared said. And I think it'll be really fun heading into the playoffs because, on the NFC side, anybody can win it. On the AFC side, anybody can win it as well. So this should be interesting. This should be fun.
So I'm like the viewer as well. I'm just trying to learn as we go. So you're going to be teaching me a bunch of things. But I'm super excited to bring this to the channel, and hopefully people get a lot of stuff out of it. But without further ado, let's jump into the first game. So this is your game of the week. It was Cardinals, Cowboys. The Cowboys ended up losing, unfortunately, but it was still a great game nonetheless, and a lot of things you could take away from it.
Yeah, for sure. Really close game towards the end. And just a few plays here and there, it could have changed the game, especially that field goal from our kicker, Greg Zerline. Terrible. Anyways, let's get to this play. So right here, I think Dak read something wrong. I think the Cowboys made a mistake. So Amari Cooper's been complaining a lot about getting the ball, right? And here I think was a crucial time where he could receive the ball. So here you'll see the Cowboys in trips left, trips meaning three receivers on the left. And then you have one receiver on the right, tight end, Schultz right there. You have to keep account of him if you're on the defensive side. And so there's a lot of things that could do out of here, but you see Amari Cooper, he's right here, right? And if you watch this play, you'll see that he's trying to tell Dak that, hey, this guy's not going to guard me. So throw the ball right there, basically right there to get us the first down. Quick, easy throw. So, let's just see how this plays out. But I think Dak read this wrong because he did audible. He told the receivers, I think, to run a slant. And they did. Cooper, that's an easy chip shot right here. Here, just give him a couple yards, first down, easy. But nonetheless, let's see how this play goes. So here, Dak, he's telling his receivers, okay, and then he gives it to Tony Pollard. Yeah, first of all, Tony Pollard, he's a great back, but I think he's more of that speed back. Zeke is more of a second and one back. Give the ball to Zeke on second and one, but Pollard, just maybe he does a swing on the right or something, pass him the ball. He's a speed back. So that itself, I don't think was a smart play. But if you just saw, number 9, he blitzed, and Cooper knew that. Cooper was telling Dak, hey, that guy's blitzing. So, throw me the ball right here. And that's Cooper right there. He's open. If you throw it, he's open right there. Easy first down.
Mm-hmm.
And no, they just run it right there. So, if you want to just replay that one more time, look at that. Look at number 9 right here. Look.
He starts to kind of creep up.
He starts to creep up.
Exactly. Right there. He just pulled up again.
Exactly. He starts to creep up because Dak is fake hiking it, saying hut.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you usually do that to see what the defense is actually going to do. And so I'm surprised he didn't catch that guy's blitzing and he's not actually covering Cooper. If that's the case, then Cooper, Dak, you pull it. You don't hand it to Tony Pollard, but you pull it and throw it to Amari Cooper.
Yep.
And so, I think that was a mistake. And so just like that, that's a small little thing, but, it was a close game and that could have kind of switched the game, into our favor. Cooper could have made a play. He's an athletic receiver. And so, that's one play.
If you go back 1 second, because you and I were talking before, and I had watched Devin Gardner, who has started to analyze Michigan football games, and he's talked about when he's at the quarterback position, exactly what you're saying, where they fake hike it and they kind of see who's blitzing. And you and I were talking about the safety above Cooper. So you said, what was it? You think it's 3 high or cover 3 sky or whatever?
Yep. Cover 3. So sky is form of cover 3, meaning the safety is coming down, guarding that number 2 guy.
Correct.
So this guy would come and guard Cooper.
Yeah, because he goes full in as soon as Isaiah Simmons, I think that is, blitzes, he comes running down to Cooper. But so what I've heard from Devin Gardner is, Isaiah doesn't really sell it that well. Like he's already
so look at him,
But Devin Gardner always said that if a guy is pressed on the receiver and you start to see that safety creep down, chances are that safety is going to take over and the guy that's pressed is going to blitz forward. So it's always a thing to look out for if you're a quarterback is, okay, is that safety kind of creeping towards us? Why is he pressed so hard against Cooper? So those are just some things to look out for too.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. And so, when that safety comes down right there and that guy blitzes, it's a form of cover 3 because that cornerback over here, number 27, he has deep thirds. And usually that safety on the left, he's going to go in the middle and play that high middle. Yeah,
because obviously there's no receivers down on the right side. So there'd be no need for him to be over covering safety on the right.
Exactly. Third. It's the easiest third right now on this play, that cornerback on this side. Because Schultz, he blocks on these types of formations. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good point.
That was a bad play by Dak. Bad play. It was 3rd and 1 now.
Yeah, bad play by Dak for sure.
So let's take a look at another play then.
So this is a really clever play by the Cardinals and Kyler Murray specifically. Okay, I just want to point out this is a bad play by number 30, Anthony Brown.
Okay, yep, the cornerback.
Okay, so he's supposed to be locked on number 85 right here. Okay, that's what it is. You're on the 1 yard line. Nobody can help you, right? You can't play zone. It makes sense. You're manned on this guy. You're locked. That's all you have to worry about. That's your responsibility for this play. 4th and goal. Okay, we could potentially turn the ball over and give it to Cowboys, and they can try to go score before the half ends. Okay, so this guy, number 30, Anthony Brown, he fails his assignment. That's how they score, and you'll see on this play. He's supposed to be locked on number 85. So number 85 comes in. Keep your eye on number 85. He's blocking him. Okay. Then he goes out for a pass. Yep. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That was Anthony Brown's fault. He got fooled. Somebody else. I understand that Kyler Murray was running and I guess he wanted to help, but that's not your responsibility. It was maybe him or somebody else. That was their responsibility to get Kyler in that play. Yeah. Look, he's coming to get Kyler. So that would have been covered, right? This guy right here, he's playing safety, I believe. Look, he would have got Kyler right there.
Yep.
So you don't need to worry about that, Anthony Brown. But not doing your job, you're not manned on number 85 like you're supposed to, and they get a free touchdown right there on 4th and goal. That's a crucial play. Um, you know, and that's frustrating. Like that's basic stuff you should know even in high school. That's an undisciplined corner on that play.
He got a little too excited and
He got excited.
tried to make the play.
Exactly. He got too excited. Football, it's an easy game. It's all about reading your key. You have to just do your job, read your key, and you'll be successful. It's a team game. You can't be selfish and try to do somebody else's job. Do your job. If you do your job, then everything should work. Everything should mesh. And that's why the Patriots are usually good, because Bill Belichick is all about everybody doing their job. That's how defenses are run. If everybody does their job, then, offenses would struggle. So Kyler Murray is a smart guy. That guy comes up, yep, easy touchdown. And so that's just frustrating as a Cowboys fan on 4th and goal, where we could have allowed them to turn the ball over and us potentially, try to go score before the half. But, Anthony Brown was fooled. So that's a frustrating play as a Cowboys fan on the defensive side of the ball. But Kyler Murray, I think that was a great smart play by him.
And the receiver sells it well, as like too, with his block.
Oh, yeah. Wesley, he sells it really. He
fully goes in to block that guy, and he's engaged and immediately just pulls off.
Exactly. Right there. Yep. He pretends he's blocking. Okay.
Yeah.
And Anthony Brown tries to come in. If he's blocking, yeah, you come in, maybe block, but you go wherever that guy goes. That's your responsibility, Anthony Brown.
Yep.
What are you doing? Yep. Yeah, that's on him. He's probably saying, "Oh, dang it, that's basic stuff. I screwed up." And yeah, he did screw up. So that's one play that was very impactful on that game. Okay.
All right. So this is 3rd and 5. Oh, right before the half. Okay.
Right before the half, 3rd and 5. Cowboys, they had a great play right here. Dak, I think this is a great play. Look, Cowboys, they have top receivers: Schultz, CeeDee Lamb, Cooper, Gallup. I mean, these guys can all catch. These guys can all run great routes. So anytime you have a man, you have to throw the ball, because the cornerbacks, the defensive backs can't cover all these guys. Mm-hmm. And so right here, you have man. This guy is man. He's locked with this guy. Good luck. And yep, this guy is locked with Schultz, I believe. I don't know exactly who he has. He's trying to communicate with somebody. He's trying to communicate with the safety over here. Hey, I got this guy. So who does? Okay. So they're communicating who has what. Sometimes you'll see a lot of safeties and cornerbacks. They don't commit to a guy until that they run their routes, until the receivers run their routes. So we call it banjo. So say if Schultz goes to the right, then maybe number 3 is like, I'll lock on him if he comes my direction. But if CD comes my direction, I'll have CD. Same thing for like the safety, right? He's like, whoever comes to this side, I have him. I'll stay locked on him. So Schultz, CD, Cooper, whoever it is. And so that's what they do sometimes. And so, yeah, first he's coming here. He doesn't realize there's trips. It's trips right. There's 3 receivers right here. So, yeah, they're all man. But it's a matter of who wants the right where to determine like what actual guy you have. And so actually here,
and
you'll see that. Yeah, you'll see he blitzes. So that means you have, all right, 1, he has one of these guys. 2, all right, so that means maybe one of these linebackers have to guard.
Drop back, yeah.
Yeah. So either way, yeah, that's a mismatch, obviously, because Schultz, he should have pretty good hands. But either way, this is a man play on the defensive side. They're supposed to be locked on these receivers. Mm-hmm. And so, again, number 27, he's locked on Gallup.
So which linebacker? Okay, I see. So one of the linebackers that was lined up drops back.
Yep, I think it's
cover. It looks like just cover Schultz, the inside guy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and linebackers, they struggle to coverage. They like hitting people, but most of them aren't that great coverage guys. So yeah, he fakes like he's blitzing, right? And that's what happens a lot. You show something else than you're actually doing. He shows that he's blitzing, but he actually is covering somebody. So here, man coverage, Gallup, easy touchdown.
Throw it up every time.
Throw it up every time, exactly. And so yeah, our receivers are great. This is a nice play, nice throw by Dak. I wish we could get more man coverage. We usually don't get that unless it's near the red zone. And so that was a great play. Exactly. Look at that. Wow. That was great. Great catch.
That's a good throw to back shoulder.
Yeah. Back shoulder. That's exactly where you want it to be. The cornerback couldn't even intercept it if you wanted it to. So yeah, that's a great play on the Cowboys side.
And Gallup tore his ACL catching that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. But I think Cedric Wilson will be that third guy, I believe. Cedric, CD, Cooper. So I think we should be good.
You guys were without Gallup for a pretty long time. So you're used to it.
Exactly. He's been injured before, so I don't think it should play too much of take too much of a toll on us. So here, this is a bad play by the Cowboys defense, but nice play by Kyler, I guess.
So 3rd and 1 right here.
3rd and 1. Tight ends are on the line. They're qualified as receivers as well. They can go out for passes, but it's 3rd and 1, so we all think they're going to run the ball, which they do. But if everybody reads their key, then this should be easy play. Everybody does their job, it should be easy play. So I want to point out, this guy is the last guy of defense on the left side. Your job is to not let anything get outside of you. You're supposed to break, seal that edge. Mm-hmm. Everything should be inside. And so basic stuff that you learn in high school. Obviously, like most teams, they do like to run the ball inside on 3rd and 1, right? Easy way to get the first down. So what happens here is Kyler Murray fakes the handoff. He fakes it inside, right? And he pretends, the running back gets it. And then if you're not disciplined, then you're going to believe it's a run inside and just go try to stop the run. But if you read your key and you look at Kyler, then you should be able to stop this. So no matter what, though, like I was saying before, no matter what, the main person on this side is a cornerback. He's supposed to be sealing the edge, number 26. I believe that's Jordan Lewis, right? He's supposed to be sealing the edge. Yeah, he's supposed to be sealing the edge.
And the safety back there it's kind of pointless. He's just kind of protecting a touchdown, but it's exactly. 3rd and 1. So Lewis has to make the play. If he doesn't, it's a first down.
Exactly. Because as a safety, you never know if they're going to go for a pass. So he has pass responsibility, but this guy has run responsibility. You're supposed to be a linebacker now.
So it looks like
your job is to seal the edge. Yeah.
So AJ Green comes in, blocks Jordan Lewis, seals. Yeah. So he didn't.
Yeah, that's easy. That's like easy for him. He's like, wow, this is too easy. That guy, that's just undisciplined. I mean, come on, Jordan Lewis. Like, that's his job. Yeah, the receiver, AJ Green, you're supposed to make that guy go inside, and it's easy for him.
He did it for him. Lewis went inside for him.
Exactly. And Kyler, I guess that's a great play by the Cardinals. I don't know if Kyler did that or Cliff Kingsbury told him to do it, but that was a smart play.
That's such an interesting play to do a play action or quarterback run, but on the same side that you fake hand it off.
Exactly.
That's so strange.
It's pretty strange.
So that's probably why Lewis was like, oh, this is going to be a run towards my side. If not, then he's going to fake it and go the other way, because that's how everyone usually goes.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Kyler is just a freak athlete as well.
Yeah, that part that helps. Kyler's so quick, he's so fast, and so he takes great angles. He has so much space to work with. That's a great angle right there. So I think that could have been a little bit more preventable if Jordan Lewis right there sealed the edge and maybe gave somebody else an opportunity to make the tackle or something. I don't know. But Kyler got an easy first down on that. And again, as a Cowboys fan, that's frustrating. Kyler's like, man, this is easy. I do this all the time. I do this in my sleep. And so that's a pretty frustrating play. Look,
They're
look
kind
at
of talking about it on the broadcast, but how
yeah.
Lewis just completely blitzes in.
Yeah. I mean, again, it doesn't happen most of the time. Like this, a play like this, Kyler running like that, it doesn't happen most of the time. But as an NFL player, you got to know to be disciplined with your eyes and, do your job. Stop trying to do somebody else's job.
Right.
And so,
Regardless if he was running to the left or running to the right, the running back isn't Lewis's guy, technically.
exactly.
His job was set the edge in case of Kyler Murray going out. And as soon as he saw the handoff, he's like, oh, I can make a play. And then he just totally goes off.
Hey, we all want to be the heroes. We all want to be the heroes and make the play, but at the end of the day, it's a team game. You got to do your job. You can't be selfish. Jordan Lewis is selfish in that play. And so it cost them. So, hey, I know it's easier said than done, but if you want to know why the Cowboys, lost, that's probably one of the reasons.
It's crazy that, one guy, like a lot of these plays are one guy makes the wrong decision and it costs him. It's like, the defense it has to be on, everyone's got to be like on a string. It has to work. And if one guy's off, then immediately you get exposed.
Exactly. That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. We'll put, if one person screws it up, it messes it up for the defense. Everybody has to do their job. If everybody does their job, then it would be really tough for offenses to score. Honestly, when it's man and stuff like this, then, if you have a great receiver on the other side, then they can make a play, right? But simple stuff like that, especially when you're running the ball, if everybody does their job, then the offense should find it difficult to, be successful. And you make it too easy on them if you don't do your job. Like, it's crazy. Even NFL players don't do their jobs. But yeah, I mean, here is another play.
So we're at 1st and 10, a little bit into the third quarter.
Yep, exactly. 1st and 10. This play is actually right after the previous play where Kyler did a QB sneak.
First. Okay. Exactly. Oh, okay, QB sneak.
Yep. So here you'll see everybody man. You have trips left, right? Again.
Okay.
You have Edmonds on the right. And, here he could run it. He could not. Like, anytime a running back is right behind the quarterback like that, you have to look at, you have to look at, alignment. If a running back is right behind the quarterback, kind of like that, it could be a run. If he's by the side, it's probably going to be like a pass or a pass protection or something. But here it could be a run, or at least a fake or something. So the linebackers see that. So, they're keeping their eye on, hey, this could be a run. But I believe this is, again, lock. This is man. Diggs has that guy. These are all man. It's towards the red zone. So anytime it's close to the end zone, then everybody's man, usually. So that's Michael Parsons. So, he's locked on number 2. He's locked on the running back. All right. So he's also man on the running back. So it's this guy.
It looks like he's going to be on Kyler then.
Exactly. He has Kyler. So Micah Parsons has Edmonds right there. Everybody else is man. We call that bullet, right? You say bullet, the running back goes right there. And I knew something was up. He was behind the quarterback like that. You have to look at alignment. So bullet right there. He's going out. So look, everybody's man. This guy is supposed to have Kyler. So watch Kyler right there.
I knew he was going to do that.
I guess he's scared of the line. I mean, that's a big lineman. That's a big guy, but you gotta be quicker than that. That's Kyler Murray. What are you doing?
I had a feeling that he was. I didn't even watch this, but I had a feeling that he was gonna run. So, okay. So let's look at the line here. It looks like.
Yeah, he that's easy for him. He's just looking at that guy. He's like, can I outrun that guy? But honestly, this looks kind of like a designed run.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Look at that lineman. He's looking for somebody. Yeah, because that lineman's looking for somebody to block. Yeah, he knows like he's looking for that one safety to block, that one guy that's going to be open. the one guy that's going to be not guarding anyone.
It worked.
And so
the play worked perfectly.
it worked perfectly. So he's supposed to, get past this guy and go try to make the tackle. But it looks like he's kind of scared. Like, I don't know. He's scared of that guy. He's trying to run away.
There's no way around him though. That's a big guy.
That's a big guy. It's tougher than it looks. But
because Kyler's so fast that like in 1 second, now he's going from dropping back to now running it, and your whole like he has no time to react. 27.
Yeah,
that's tough. That's a tough play.
It's a tough play, but it is his fault. I still think he has to be more aggressive.
I think he's
hesitating a little. If you hesitate a little per second, then he's gonna go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that's a frustrating play. I know like that guy's big. That's a big lineman. He's coming at you, right? He's probably like 6'5", 300 or something.
Oh, easily.
But
he could have chased him down the whole field into the end zone. He was not getting by him. Yeah, I mean if 27 played it perfectly, what would that look like? The center that comes forward. So he hikes it, and then immediately the center comes forward right at him.
Yeah, immediately the center comes forward. Like he still should, like, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. You take that angle, like go lateral. Like I mean, he's bigger than you, but you're faster than him. You're quicker than him. Just hurry up and go to the left.
Yeah.
And make him maybe make him come inside. Maybe a linebacker will get him. But he looks like he's going this way. He's just like going that way, pretending he's trying to, like, yeah, they tell you to go take pursuits like that. Like we had a pursuit drill like that where like all positions would take an angle like that way. Like maybe the cornerback would go that way, running back would go that way. I mean, or linebacker would go that way, right? But you don't need to be doing that. Your man right here with Kyler, you should take this angle right here and go get him. You can outrun this big guy. But here it looks like he doesn't want any part of him. He's scared that guy will, catch up to him.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's pretty annoying. Look at that. I think he could have outrun him. I mean, he's faster than him. I mean, you're an NFL skill player. He's backing up. That's what it looks like. If you look at his foot, look at his footwork. Look at his feet. He's backing up. He's scared. He's scared. He didn't want any part of that big guy.
Mm.
But I think that's a crucial play. Again, I believe they got a field goal out of this, if I'm not mistaken. And so, again, that was another play that impacted the game. So I believe that's all I have. But yeah, those are 5 plays that impacted the game. And so again, this was a really close game between the Cowboys and Cardinals, and anything could have went either way, which could have flipped the game. Cowboys were making a run towards the end, and it was 25-22. If our kicker, Greg Zuerlein, had made that field goal, it would have been tied, but it wasn't. So Kyler had to work the clock and, get some first downs and then just take a knee. So, as a Cowboys fan, it was frustrating to watch, but again, anything could happen in the playoffs. Right now, we're seeded to play the Cardinals. So
you don't want that.
I don't want that, because I believe we'll play him in AT&T because we're the highest seed.
Yep.
And Kyler Murray is undefeated at AT&T Stadium. He's never lost there. In high school, he was a 3-time state champion. All the state championships are played in AT&T Stadium. So he's never lost there. Nobody knows why. So I don't want to take that risk in the playoffs. Okay. So hopefully Cowboys win this weekend against the Eagles. I think they will. But we'll see how things play out. But
I was going to say before we go that, as an offensive coordinator, you must love to have Kyler Murray on your team, because basically every sort of play that you could come up with is in the range of Kyler Murray's abilities. He can do it all. He's so quick, so fast.
Yeah, he's probably the best dual threat quarterback in the NFL right now. He's so good. I mean, his dad is a quarterbacks coach still. He was a quarterbacks coach when he was in high school as well. And so he knows the game really well. He was brought up well, knowing the game. But he's just athletic as well. He played baseball. He had the opportunity to play in Major League Baseball, but he chose football. So he's a really athletic guy that knows the game, has a great arm, great strong arm. So yeah, I mean, if you're Cliff Kingsbury, then you're really loving this team, especially with the weapons they have now. Um, so I mean, Cliff is living the life right now. He's living the life. He has so much options he can do with Kyler. So many design runs he could do. So many different passing plays he could do. I mean, it's a dream for him. So Kyler's doing good. I think every year he gets better. Who knows? Maybe the next few years they could be in a Super Bowl. They have a great team, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and another thing, he's small, and if you're
Yeah,
looking at that linebacker that has Kyler, you got 2, 4, you got 5 huge linemen in the way, in the view of Kyler, and since he's so small that he could just kind of hide behind those big linemen,
yeah,
and all of a sudden he's off to the end zone.
exactly. Yeah, he's a small guy. I mean, I think he's like 5'10". That's considered pretty small for quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he's a pretty shifty guy. It's hard to keep your eye on him as a like 6'4", 6'3" D line guy,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's incredible. He's a game changer for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, this was a good one. This was a good game to look at, especially with Kyler Murray, especially with Dak. And this was just a really good matchup that could potentially be a playoff matchup. So we may be analyzing their first round matchup in the near future. So that was a really good analysis, good breakdown, Jonathan. So I'll wrap this up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new show that we're coming up with. It's something that I think is good for the channel. We can bring, our NFL Dorm Debate podcast. We can bring the fantasy football with John. And now since Jonathan, who's one of two, Caleb also played football, just not at a Texas high school level, but still has some knowledge of the game. And we may bring him on next week. But it's just another aspect of Dorm Debate that we can bring to the table, that we can educate some of you guys on the game of football.
I think it's really fun. Yeah, once you start to know what's going on in games, know who to blame, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, know how difficult it is to do certain jobs, right? To play defense, it's not as easy as it looks, but still, one common thing: if you do your job, then then the defense should do well. The defense should do well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, this is fun, and I look forward to doing future games.
Oh yeah, and we'll probably do one next week. There's still one more week of football left. We got some big games, 49ers, Rams, Chargers, Raiders. So those are some big games that could be a potential pick for next week. Hopefully we'll have Caleb on so we can add another voice to the show. And we still need to figure out a name for the show. We'll probably have this titled like Jonathan's Breakdowns of the game of the week. But comment down below any sort of show title that you have. I mean, we're Dorm Debate. So, we could do something like Jonathan's Classroom, or, NFL 101, Jonathan's 101, something like that refers to college, refers to school, anything in that. Comment down below. And if you pick one and we pick it, then we'll shout you out in the next video. So that should be fun.
Should be awesome.
But thank you guys again for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week.